All right. Welcome back to Let's Talk with Gales and Dean. I'm your boy Gales as usual, and back again to my left, as per usual, is
It's your boy, the insane Mr. Dean, my brother. It seemed like it's almost been 2 weeks because I've been having bad connection, but I'm back in full effect, ready to act a fool and a clown on the podcast. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, man. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you gave your internet that injection that Ben Simmons is refusing to take. So I guess that's a good start.
Yeah. Don't get me started. And shout out to my auntie, man. She said hello. My auntie Edna. She tuning in. She tuning in. She said she want to jump on this podcast thing. We got some business to talk after the show. But
yes, man.
Back to this guy, Ben Simmons. Where do I start? This dude might as well go ahead and daggum retire.
Why? What'd he do?
What you mean what the hell he did? He ain't did shit. So why are you sitting out? Why
the man.
Why you got to sit out the rest of the year? Okay, you cried your way out of the 76ers. You got your way, and you got to a contender, if everybody's healthy, with a healthy Kyrie and a healthy Kevin Durant, you over there on a contending team, and now all of a sudden you're shut down for the year. What in the hell have he did to have a season-ending injury? He ain't did shit but sit on the sideline with a $30,000 worth of gold every damn game. He's soft. He's soft. The dude's soft.
Oh man,
that's the only thing wrong with Ben Simmons. Man. He's a soft ass little crybaby boy with all the talent in the world. I ain't take that from him. He got all the talent in the world. 6'10", 250-pound point guard that can make any pass you want. He can handle the ball, and he can get to the lane and to the rack at will. Can't shoot worth a damn, but he plays great defense. So what excuse do you have to not have your light-skinned ass out there on that damn court? He need to be out there on the court. And but you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. I don't mean to cut you off. He young. This dude young. It's no reason, Gales. It's no reason. I don't even think he's close to 30. I think he's about 24. He's young. And you're getting all this money to go out there and play basketball, a game that we love, and you want to sit out because you're a little soft-ass crybaby that wants your way. Retire and open up that spot for somebody else. Open it up. And I like Ben Simmons, but I'm calling him out on this shit. He's soft. He's a soft-ass boy.
Paid the man several times, that gummy, but like, how do we know? Look, you got the auntie in there. She has got your back all the way.
All the way.
How do we know?
She watched basketball.
Because if you look at KD, we saw the injury and all that stuff. We saw him working. Oftentimes these guys overwork themselves. Now, in your defense, Mr. Dean, there are times that, some reports came out about his work ethic, right? Like even working with Kobe a little bit, even after that, it's almost like he didn't want to listen to anybody else, right? Rest in power, the late, great Kobe Bryant. But even Kobe Bryant can give him that fire, Like, let me tell you something. I don't know about this young man's mental health and all that stuff. I just kind of leave that stuff alone. But I remember there was a time that somebody was having a conversation about me. And they was like, man, I don't know. He just ain't got that fire. And when I heard that, I was like, what? What are you talking about? But when I took a step back and look at how I was living at the time, that person was absolutely right. And that's what bothered me more than anything else. So I think all of this stuff kind of ties in. But you know how I am, man. You already know what I'm about to say. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he tried to push himself to come back, and he re-aggravated an injury because he has been reported way before. He said, Come on, Black Corso.
I am not giving this son of a gun the benefit of the doubt. You're 24 years old. Listen to what I'm saying. 24 years old. You're 6'10", 250, and you're not slow. You're fast. You can do whatever you want on the court except shoot. That's his only knock. And his work ethic. That's his only knock. So again, there's no reason for this son gun to be setting his ass out. He is a talented player. A talented player, man. 6'10" point guards are very it's hard to find. I mean, you seeing a lot, you seeing like 6'7", 6'8" these days, but 6'10", And he for real is a point guard. The dude vision on the court, his handles and everything is picture perfect. Ben Simmons is soft. Ben Simmons has been handed shit his whole life. So when he get to this stage, everybody's watching you. You can't get your damn way like you done got all your life. Now you want to shut down. Now you want to shut down. Oh, my back. How the hell your back hurting? You ain't touched. I ain't gonna say you ain't touched the basketball in a year. You damn sure ain't playing no meaningful game in a year. You ain't played a minute of for real basketball in a year. So why in the hell is your back hurt? I call bullshit.
Well, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
Damn right.
We don't know. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I always play devil's advocate on here, right? We're going to get into some LeBron talk a little bit later. But this may be the first time on the show that I'm going to just jump ship and go all in on team hate, right? He's done too much. He's gone too far, I tell you. Where's Lee Sparkman at? Where's Craig Jude? Like, this is what y'all want? Yeah, he's gone too far. We'll get to that here in a bit. As far as Ben Simmons and what he's doing, like, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that, you know what, maybe he does have some mental stuff. Maybe he does have an aggravated back injury. You know, ain't no telling what's going on, man. So I want, if y'all hear some stuff about me or Dean, I'm going to talk to the audience real quick, Dean. If y'all hear some stuff about me and Dean, I'm going to need y'all to have our back and give us the benefit of the doubt. And because I want that, I'm going to give that to Ben Simmons. Ain't no telling when I need to cash in that good juju.
I'm going to tell you one thing like this, two things for sure. You played with me in sports since the 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I was a very passionate player. Very passionate. Emotion, everything. If I got out there and pulled that bull crap, you think my ass wouldn't have been criticized? You know it. You know it. Now I ain't gonna say nothing about the mental part. We don't know. You know, a lot of people deal with mental illness. But when it just comes to, so we're gonna take that equation, but when we just come to physical physical condition,
yes,
he's more than well healthy to be out there on that court. He's sitting on the sideline with KD knocked down 3. You jumping up in the damn air on the sideline doing the little sideline antics that they all do.
Hold on,
so if
man.
your back was hurting, you wouldn't be doing
Dean.
that shit.
Hold on, Dean. Hold on.
Come on,
First
man.
of all, you're absolutely right because look, you know I had my back issues, and you're absolutely right. But there were times I had spinal stenosis. Okay, they had to take a vertebrae out of my spine. You know what I mean? So I know what you're saying. But there were plenty of times where something exciting was happening and some clicked and I was fine in that moment. But I felt it after that, you know, after that adrenaline was gone. So again, benefit of the doubt. We don't know. We don't know.
You know, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, and we can go move on. To me, Ben Simmons is doing this shit for attention at this point.
Hey, man.
That's the only thing I think of. He's doing this shit for attention. Because the attention that he had on him before was he sucked in the playoffs. He shut down. And because his jump shot was off, he would fold in the mix. So now to get that attention off of you, now you want to get this pity attention. Oh, his back hurt. He can't play. The 76. Hey, that was so funny because when he put that on there, I had just, I'm trying to disguise it. I'm trying to lean back like I'm stretching my back, but I really got it on the phone right here. So when I lean back, I'm hoping y'all really can't see my eyes cut. But Craig got them good vocal. He got them good vision eyes, so he seen me doing that. But you're right, Mr. Jude.
Yeah, ain't fooling anybody. So okay, we got a lot to talk about. Of course, the NCAA championship. Yeah, hey, he said your internet working today. Hey, he gave his internet that booster shot. You know what I'm saying?
Gave the booster shot, even though my ass won't take it. I gave it to it.
Pay the man, that government. Pay the man.
Did you have to think about that?
No, I was trying to pause for dramatic effect, and I'm trying to work that in. I'm trying to get my Stephen A on.
Oh, okay.
Hey, right. So listen. You talk about this man like you know him. I know several people, okay? Several people that have texted me personally and said Ben Simmons told me, tell you, Mr. Dean, that he ain't playing this. And if he catch you in the streets, it's on site. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at Stephen A. We're gonna have to pull.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? You knew me for a long time. You could be 6'10", or you could be 4'10". If you're gonna say some shit like that, then it's going down.
No. So before we get to talking about this game right here to the side, my bad, Dean.
Kansas is one of my teams in college. As y'all say, I got a bunch of them. Kansas Jayhawks is one. Before downtown Jeremy Brown get off in the comments, I got 18 teams, him and Jamal tonight. Kansas is one of them. But Bill Self is a great coach, heck of a coach. Every year you always gonna see Kansas in the top 10. Whether they playing for a national championship or not, you're gonna see them in the top 10. Hubert Davis, I can't take my hats off to him enough, man. That dude right there came in after Coach Roy Williams leave. They had their bumps in the season. It came to one point they was one of the first four out, like one of the first four teams out of the NCAA tournament. They wasn't gonna make it. They was looking at the NIT, and to get them on the roll, the last 12 games of the season, you go in Cameron Indoor and you beat Coach K on his last game in Cameron Indoor, and you beat them in good fashion. They ain't only beat them, they whooped their ass. Then you play good in the ACC tournament, but you took a couple of bumps and lost. You know, they could have packed it all away and then and said, all right, wait till next year. But he got these boys on the roll. He got them on the roll, and they really believed in him. When you get players, you know, we coach. When you get your players to believe in you, you can have a team that's not that talented, but as long as they know that they coach believe in them, they will play their hearts out for you. And that's what North Carolina players is doing now. They playing their hearts out for Hubert Davis. And they got some players. Caleb Love, he from out here. He from St. Louis, played at CBC. Dude is, man, that dude right there put on the show tonight. 2 points in the first half, and I think 24 or 26 in the second. Put him on his back and got him the win. And Armando Baycott, what more can you say about that young man? He developed. Because when he first came in North Carolina as a freshman, he was good. But he wasn't one of these freshmen to be like, all right, I'm gonna go in and take the money. He stayed and developed his game, and you see what he's doing. But Kansas got some athletes over there. Kansas got some players over there. It's gonna be a good game. I call it going down to the wire. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't really. It ain't gonna hurt me if one win, one lose. But I want to see a game. It go down to that last shot.
Hey, oh my bad.
They was tight the other night because you taking on your rival in a Final Four.
Yeah, boy.
Both teams was tight. You could tell, man, the emotions and the nerves in that game. But once both teams lost it, and I ain't no Duke fan, but I take my hats off to it. They balled out. That Paulo Banchero or whatever his name is, that dude's a bad dude.
Well, I love how much of a student of a game you are. Come on, dude.
Man, 6'10", 255, and you can shoot and handle the ball. If his game get better and better and better, he's gonna be a player in the NBA. And the center that Duke got, the Williams kid, shot blocker, his ass off. Kind of remind me of Dikembe Mutombo. You come in that lane, he's like a more athletic Dikembe. No. And what I mean by that, his offensive game ain't there, but tip in dunks, tip and offensive rebounds and blocking shots. You come in and win that lane, he altering your shots. You know, and that's same for Armando Baycott. He's that guy. He gonna get all the rebounds. He got a couple of post moves, but he ain't got a lot of them. Kind of remind you like a Horace Grant, you know. And we'll see how he develop on down the road. Caleb Love is a dog, man. So I'm expecting it to be a good game.
Yeah, man. Look, if anybody wants to come on and tell Dean why he is wrong or right,
come on.
Click the link right there. It's a nice blue link set out for you guys. Join us.
Come on downtown.
Right. No, he said he ain't coming unless the whole show is about him. And we're going to make that happen.
We're going to make it happen. But I want him on here, boy, because he's going to say something about that Kansas thing, them being one of the teams.
Hit that link. Twitch, hit that link. Back to Facebook, hit that link. So, yeah, man, I don't know. See, have you noticed how quiet I've been about this daggum game? Because I have not watched all year. And I will feel like a daggum fraud if I say anything, right? I can tell you that North Carolina's mascot are the Tar Heels. Now the Tar Heels, they are around, Rams, and they often traverse the mountain sides, and they will get their hooves, if you will, quite dirty. So that's my guess as what it called the
See,
the Tar Heels.
That's what make us a great team, because for the sports that your ass don't study,
pay the man.
I make up for it. So I feel you in on this stuff. So don't worry, I got your back, brother. But you have not did your homework. That's why you sitting back quiet. Just let me talk about Kansas and North Carolina, and I'm just blabbing off at the mouth.
Yeah, we call that balance. Balance, my friend. Balance. So yeah, Jeremy Brown writes in with you're right. Not until it. See, look at the hubris in that. Look at it. We'll make it happen, Brown. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know where. We tried this before, and I feel like he got a bit of what's the diagnosis? I'm trying to think of the technical term for it. Oh, lemon booty. Yeah, we invited him on, and he got the lemon booty. Got just nope. Had a bunch of excuses. All that, man. Look, what am I talking about? He's real tough in the comments. All you gotta do is click the link and defend himself. But
why we talking about downtown Jeremy Brown? No, that ain't far removed from our playing day. That's just because Jimmy Young wants to run damn purple and damn
maroon,
flex all the damn time. Hell,
maroon.
Hey. Yeah, and maroon. I said damn purple. Man. What the hell am I talking about?
Look, you got downtown Jeremy Brown in the chat, man. You got your shook thinking you're a daggum Central Lion, man.
No, never. Focus. They know that. Never.
All right, man. So moving on, look, we would be remiss. We got these highlights of the championship game. I hope you guys are being able to watch that. And let's talk with Gales and Dean with your boy Gales and the Dean. He's rebranding himself. We got some good internet now. Look at him, man.
Yes,
I like it. But we would be remiss if we did not give a shout out to the women's NCAA champions, the daggum South Kakalaki, Carolina, daggum Gamecocks, daggum it. What do you know about that, Dean?
Man, I know one damn thing about it. Dawn Staley, Olympic gold medalist, WNBA champion, I believe, was a dog. She would D you up and give you buckets. She's turning South Carolina into the old Tennessee and the old UConn, those dynasties. That's what she's turning South Carolina into. You gotta think, man, this is South Carolina. They wouldn't. I don't think they was known really for basketball at all. And in 4 years time, maybe even 5, she done turned this program into the program in college basketball. She went out last night and beat Gino Oriana. I hope I said his name right. Probably the GOAT of women basketball, if not Pat Summitt. You can pick which one you want. Pat Summitt, rest in peace. She went out and dominated a UConn team. You never see a Gino Oriana UConn women team get physically dominated on the court like they got dominated last night. South Carolina was the better team by 20 points. Probably could have won that game by 30 points if they really wanted to. That's what Dawn Staley have done down there in South Carolina. And I can't do nothing but take my hat off to her. I think she there to stay. I don't think she'll take another. If she take another job, it'd have to be an NBA job. The NBA would have to offer her a job for her to leave. I think she's going to stay at South Carolina for a while, and she's going to turn that school into a dynasty. I don't see them losing next year. I don't see them losing year ever. I really believe she might three-peat. So I take my hat off to Dawn Staley. She got them girls balling. She got them playing with her mentality that she played with, and it shows tail on that court because their defense is crazy, suffocating. 4 quarters, they suffocate you.
Mm-hmm. But do you think so this NIL stuff, right? Do you think part of the reason for all of this stuff, it kind of shifting towards from some of the larger schools to some of the smaller schools? I mean, I don't know if you can call South Carolina small. I don't know what their record looks like in the past, 10 years or so. But do you think these NIL deals, name, image, likeness deals, are starting to kind of even that stuff out to make it more spread out versus the top 15 ladies are going to go to, UConns and back in the day, the Vols, and like, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's definitely gonna even out the playing ground. It's definitely gonna even it out. But the thing is, the bigger schools are gonna have the bigger money that can give the bigger NILs. But if you take, so say you take a 4-star, okay, I can go play for South Carolina and be the third best on the team because Don Staley, that's all she got is 4 and 5 stars. But even though I'm a 4-star, I'm gonna be the third or fourth option on that team. Okay. But you can put me, I'm a 4-star, you put me at UT Chattanooga, because they gave me a big NIL deal for about $4 million, and I can be the guy, or I could be the woman, or I could be that star. It's me and then everything else around me. So you got players there have to start looking at that in that way. Do I still want to go join the big schools and go win championships? Or do I want to be that person and go to the smaller schools when they still giving me money?
Right, man. I don't know. I think, like, shouldn't competition be the biggest thing? Why is that happening? I guess it's the biggest question. Does that make sense?
Money. Money talks bullshit.
Yeah, the money is everywhere, but so doesn't it have to then change quickly to competition? Who coaches me? Like, do I have a chance to play all these things, right? I don't know. I mean, like, these people, the kids and the parents, more importantly, of the children. I'm gonna say that again. The parents of the children who are going to play on these very large stages, right? And making these universities a lot of money. A lot of money. This tournament by itself, some people, the chase of the tournament, right? The like the SEC tournament and all that stuff. Because of that, they literally. Oh, okay. Whew. Sorry, I'm having a behind the scene. Look, let me let y'all look peek behind the curtain. So we had some streaming issues with Facebook because Turner, that gum tried to cut us off for showing that crappy footage. Hey. So I quickly, flagged it and said, try to dispute the footage, and then they released their claim, but I don't know I can't tell if we're live on Facebook anymore or not. So yeah, if you're in the comments, let us know. Can you see us? Can anybody hear us? But yeah, man. So I don't know. So,
no, we ain't. Hold on, my bad. I don't mean to cut y'all. We ain't live right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't live right now.
Trying to turn you off.
We ain't live.
Repping Turner, Dadgum Turner. That's all right. We keep rolling because we're still live on Dadgum Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Hello out there to y'all. But yeah, so I don't think we'll be showing any more of that footage.
Boy, look, they let us get about a good 15 minutes of it. They said, "Nah, we finna cut them fool off."
Right, fast. You see how this works? And I love talking to other people, other content makers out there who are like, because I told a lot of my buddies, like, yeah, we're just gonna be pirates. That gummit. We're gonna put music on. We're gonna put broadcasts on. We're gonna do whatever. And they have very sophisticated systems. So we'll have to work on that. I'm trying to work on it. But parents, I think the parents who are helping their kids make these decisions, because I think we're past the point of kids saying, like, all their lives, I want to go to Florida State, I want to go to UT, I want to go here, there, wherever, right? So I don't know, man. I think people gotta watch that. I think that's why Ben Simmons, why I give him so much leeway, is that look at that your boy in the NFL, what's his name? Baker Mayfield. Like, what did he gain by playing through that injury in a contract year?
Nothing.
I mean, think about it. That's a sport that you fight through the pain. Are you injured or are you hurt? Here, take this injection that you don't even know what you're putting in your body, but it'll let you play for a few more hours. All the things. He did everything. Everything. This man limped out there with one arm, basically trying to show up for his team. And how do they repay him? By paying some a guy with, let's just say, some off the field issues, a lot of money. And when you pay a quarterback that much money, of course you're going to want that quarterback to play. So Baker can't even be shopped to other teams, really. Like, nobody's willing to talk with them, talk with the Browns, unless they give up a heck of a lot. So that's crazy. So right now the Browns have 2 daggone quarterbacks. Yeah. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Does, like, nowadays, does looking tough and doing all that stuff really matter?
Not really. Not really, because do the organization even care about you? Nope.
Right, because it's all about money now.
It's all about money. And we done talked about this on the show a few times. It's just like working in an automotive plant. You just another number. You get hurt, you died. We're gonna go on and brush you to the side. We're gonna bring somebody else in. It's all about the money. It's all about the money and the numbers. They don't care about you as an individual, as a person,
yep.
what your body go through, anything. So I'm saying you go out there and in football, you basically put your life on the line because we know how violent this sport is. And you got to be kind of crazy to keep playing. Like you got football players and then you got football players. Them guys who go out there and put their body.
Wait. For the uninitiated, please break that down.
Okay, you got football players. When you got football players and you just say it without passion, that's the guys who just they're okay for suiting up. They're okay for having on a nice uniform. They're okay that, I'm at Georgia, Alabama, or Tennessee, but I barely touched the field. But I'm okay with that because I'm getting all the luxuries of coming along with it. Or they're okay because I'm a 5th round draft pick and I'm getting the league minimum. I'm okay with that. I still get to dress up every Sunday, get to go every game. I'm okay with that. But then you got the football player that don't care that he a 4 or 5 star. He's still going out there he giving it all like he was a 1 star. He giving his all for that for that high school. He giving his all for that university. He giving his all for that NFL team week in and week out. He not caring. You going out there putting your life on the line. You going out there with separated shoulder, fractured fingers. Ankle might be fractured. Mess around. Some guys have played with tears in their knee and stuff and didn't know it because they go and get that little shot. Now I'm going back out there and will play the whole season on that. You think about it, playing the whole season on a partially torn MCL or ACL, separated shoulder, cracking your bone in your back, cracking your ankle, and you going out there putting those are football players, and them the ones I respect. It's the football players,
and they're broke. They're not getting contracts because they don't, like, the owners and everybody do not see value in that.
They don't see value.
As we welcome back our Facebook people.
You right. They don't see value in those guys who giving them they all. But the owners don't want to give they all back to those guys.
Right.
Okay, it's okay for these guys to go out here and put their life on the line for us and fill our stands every Sunday or every Saturday, however you want to do it. It's okay for that.
Yeah.
And we're just going to give them good insurance for the time being. But once their career is over and their bodies is still beat up, we ain't taking care of them no more because they were just a number. And now we coming in with this new, fresher number, younger number. It's bullshit.
Pay the man. But yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Let me get that thing all the way off. Look, I am cutting the game off. I'll watch secretly on my screen. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah. We'll give it a little bit of time for people to come back from the Facebook group. Thanks for staying with us, YouTube and Twitch and Twitter. Man. So, yeah, I want parents to understand something. Like, you got to start running your children's sports like a business. Unfortunately, I wish it was about the love of the game. I wish it was about fairness and tradition and all the things the NCAA lies to you about. All the things that they lie to you about. They come into your living room, parents, and they tell you all the things that you're going to get. Hey, have your child risk their bodies for other people's entertainment, right? And you're going to get an opportunity to be seen and coach well and eat and all that stuff, of course. But the opportunity to work for free. And like, think about this. Even the daggone chemistry students benefit from these athletes on the several different fields and courts, arenas, whatever. The NCAA accounts for almost 60 to 90% of some colleges' entire budget for the year. One tournament, this little basketball tournament. We're betting on it, we're talking about it, all that stuff. We're all enjoying it. But the fact that these players still go unpaid, and this is $1 billion industry. And what do they say? Hey, you get the prestige. And what do they say? It's a privilege to play for us for free, because you're going to get education and you're going to get, eyeballs on you. So maybe an NFL career. But studies show that you really don't get a boost. I know it sounds crazy, but you really don't get notarized, especially in other sports like soccer, baseball, and basketball. Okay.
And you saying that everything you said right. I'm gonna go to a guy that played. I'm a Florida State fan. I'm gonna go to a guy that played at Florida State. Marlon Roll. Marlon Roll was a highly recruited guy coming out of high school. Came to Florida State and did his thing. He worked himself into a 3rd-round draft pick of the Tennessee Titans. Go figure. But he only played 1.5 years, 2 years in NFL football, and he went on. He retired from that. Body good, young, to go pursue what he really wanted to do in life, and that was be a neuro. He like a neuro surgeon and scientist, and he goes to other country and help save people's lives. He's a Rhodes Scholar. The dude is the genius. So he turned down millions in NFL because he knew what he was going to do anyway. What he wanted to do in life, he still was going to be successful. And what he's doing. And this guy is very successful. He not only helps save lives in the United States, he goes all around the world doing this. Mm-hmm. He goes all around the world. Now he teaches this neuroscience stuff to doctors who want to become that. So he getting paid for that, and he getting paid for saving people doing brain surgery and everything. And he was in the NFL. He could have stayed and beat up his body and get hurt, and they just sweep him on to the side. But you know what he did? Hey, I say I went to the NFL. I played 2 years. Now I'm going to do what I really want to do in my career. And now look at it. So I say that to say this. And we got young people looking at our show, which we probably don't, but we got parents. Keep the educate. You gotta beat it in your kids' head to get education. Yeah, of course we love sports. I love sports. Mine play. I want them to go. I want them to go as far as they can go in sports. But it's a chance you ain't gonna go big in sports. So you gotta have a backup plan. I didn't have a backup plan, and it bothered me for years because I was lost. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a backup plan. It's good to play sports, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, sports in general. It's good to play. Encourage your kids to play. But they got to have a backup plan. You got to get in these books and get these studies, because it's all the things big out there if you can't make it in sports. But encourage them to play, though, because I love the game. I love sports.
I think people out there, especially all of us quote unquote old heads, I don't know how that works, but I think you have to look at it as sports is something you do. Sports, let me look at the camera. Sports is something you do. It is not who you are. And parents need to be saying, like, NBA, okay, great. Let's get out there and play and everything else. But let me tell you, you can't play forever. Nobody has played forever yet. LeBron James is working on it. Whatever he's doing to his body to keep him in the game, you cannot play forever. And I think that's what we got to do a better job of telling our kids, right? Because we can't leave it to these billionaire, owners or the $1 billion entity that's the NCAA or anybody. It starts at the house. You need to start telling your children, and not just talk at them, but show them examples, right? Show them examples of players, man. Show them that documentary. I can't remember what it's called, like Broke or something, where it just showcases all the different professional athletes within 2 to 5 years after playing are broke. You know what I'm saying? We need to start talking to our kids about finances, about branding, about rules, all of it. All of it. Because, again, sports is not who you are. Sports is something you do. And nothing lasts forever in that. So that's the message I think we need to start getting out of there.
You're right. Because I'm telling you, man, and like me and you talk privately outside the show all the time. And I tell you, dude, like I had my mind so hell bent on that was going to be my professional. I was going pro. I was going NFL. You wasn't going to tell me nothing. And I really thought and believed that. But I thought it so much that I was like, well, I'll get in such and such school off my athleticism. I ain't going to take my grades as serious because I'm going to get in anyway because of athleticism. That don't work. That shit don't work. That probably would have, it probably worked years ago, like in the 1960s and 70s, possibly the 80s and before them, but that shit don't work no more. You got to have the credentials to get into those schools. So drill it in your kids' heads, man. Drill in the head. You ain't got to be a genius, but be smart. But if you turn out to be a genius, that's great. That's great. But just get it in your head because, like you said, sports is a privilege. You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege to play. It's a privilege to play. And if you got the God-gifted talent to go out there and play it, that a lot of people ain't got that. A lot of people ain't blessed with abilities to get out there and play a sport. They might go out there and suit up and be on the team, but they don't have the abilities to play a sport. They just out there because, like, okay, I'm gonna suit up and go out and play. But you know the ones who were blessed with talent and the ones who won. So it's really a privilege. It ain't a want to. It's a want to because you want to play, but it's also a want to that you want to be successful in life. And so if you ain't gonna be successful in sports, have your backup plan for something else you could be successful in, so you ain't gotta go through life struggling. And that would be my message. That's the message to my little players that I coach. High schoolers need to listen to it, even though like this high school generation is way different than ours. We're going one ear after the other. I know our parents said that about us, but they went in the ear and
said it about them, man. We gotta stop doing that. No.
Look,
so here's what I'm saying. But we're on the other show. We're talking about like we need to understand who we are, where we fit in the demographics, right? And how this works in this country, in this great, great country of ours. God bless the United States, all the things, right? If you make $11.1 million or less, you are broke. Yeah.
Did not know that one.
11. So it was $4 million or less, and that since the pandemic and everybody was eating. I'm saying Golden Corral, Sizzler, buffet style. So it jumped from you need $4 million to be a part of the 1% in this country. Now you need $11.1 million. That's annually between $500,000 and like $750,000 that you're earning per year, with a minimum of $11.1 million. So when we talk about our kids and like other people, like even this Will and Jada thing, man, we're talking about Will Smith and what did Jada, what did the eye roll mean? All this stuff, right? Chris Rock, what's he gonna do? Like, but nobody's talking about the Daggum Academy that allowed one of their presenters to be assaulted in front of millions of witnesses. Like, this is the thinking we gotta start working together, man. And I mean for sports, mental health, everything. $11.1 million making $500,000 to $750,000 a year, right? If you're not doing that, you're with me, you're with Dean, and everyone, 99% of the dadgum country. We got to be working together. We got to be willing to buck against the system, the corporations, everybody. We're all in this together. Let me say it one more time, Dean, before you get rolling. If you make $11.1 million earning $500,000 to $750,000 a year, you are broke. You're part of the 99%. And there's the 1% who makes $12 million. And then there's the 1% of the 1%, like your boy Jeff Bezos, who's worth almost $190 billion. There are things that are at stake and are working behind the scenes that we must pay attention to and not allow ourselves to get distracted with these little conversations of, Will versus Chris Rock. Our kids today don't listen. No. We need to understand why they don't listen. If you want, like Dean, you and I sit here as fathers, man, in this great country of ours. We sit here as fathers who are constantly wondering about what to say to our children to make sure that they do this life here in America better than us. Period. We're on the same team. So if I'm looking at my son and he's interested in science and the other one is interested in throwing himself down the stairs, well, now I got to look up YouTube videos about science experiments and look into stuntman work. You know what I mean? We got to start doing the work as parents. It's no more of this, this generation today just don't listen, But why? Why are they not listening? That's what we need to be asking ourselves. We're both coaches too. If we got a player who's not playing well, it's our fault. And we need to figure out why they aren't playing well and just dive in the work. We got to be willing to do the work. And here's the biggest problem. If you keep frapping with our wages, Democrats, Republicans alike, if you keep frapping with our wages but raising prices, and guess what? One job 50 years ago got you a home in a nice neighborhood, a couple of cars, vacations twice a year. Now, that gum 3-bedroom apartment, you need 2 parents, both working. So now we don't even have time to properly raise our children. So we got to figure out a reason why. That gum, how we get on this? We supposed to be talking about LeBron James.
I don't know, but look here, buddy. I really ain't got no comeback for that because you were preaching right there. Hallelujah. You was preaching, son. But one point that you hit right there, and it hits, and it really hits. Because I work in the automotive business. Mm-hmm. Back 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, however long, if you worked at the Ford Motor Plant or General Motor Plant or Chrysler Plant or whatever ones, like you said, one income, you could have a nice 3 or 4 bedroom home, 2 cars, food on the table, and extra money to spare. You can have 2 people working for them companies now. You still can't live like it. It's bullshit crap and it's bullshit. And you're right. Something need to be done about it.
Oh, you did good at first with the bull crap. I was like, oh, look at these. Show us some good. Oh, no, never mind. I should have waited. So I was trying to wait around for Lee Sparkman. And Craig Jude is saying, hey, Gales is always too nice. But allow me. Listen, you are a stacking, right? Wait, stat padding, frapping, steroid possibly using, daggum hair replacing, frapping poor team building, throwing people under the bus. Like, I've had enough. This LeBron James character. Get him the frap out of here. Get him the frap out of here. I don't care if he makes the playoffs or not. Get him the frap out of here. What is he doing? Soaking around. Like, you built this thing. You gotta own it. What are we doing? Frap LeBron James. I'm upset with him. If I catch him in the street, I'm a leg sweep him. I'm telling you that right, that gum now. LeBron, that gum James. LeRonald James. I don't know if that's his middle name, but it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? This is all feelings, no facts.
Man,
out of here, bro.
Man, I don't know. It took me this long, people. 2 years now. Me and Mr. Gale been doing this, and he's been on my case about being on LeBron James every week.
Frap that dude.
Why you ain't not a fan of LeBron? He's a good guy. He does a great thing. Now you seeing what I've been talking about for the last 2 years. He's not a good teammate. He will tear a team up. He's the coach. He's the GM. And when shit start happening, it's not LeBron's fault. It's everybody else's fault. And another thing, okay, you sit out against the good teams, but you want to, I'm not injured when we play against a sub 500 team or below a 500 team. Oh, but the other night we played Denver Nuggets. Oh, I'm going to sit out. But I'm going to sit on the sideline with my big chain. And when Anthony Davis get a lob, I'm jumping up and down. I'm dancing. You look like your damn ankle was good then. It's LeBron James. He is the problem. You get him out of there. He wanted this roster. He wanted Westbrook over DeMar Rosen. He wanted Westbrook over Buddy Hield. You assembled this roster, and now it's everybody else's fault. It ain't mine. He's stat padding right now. He don't play a lick of defense. It's all about LeBron. It's all about LeBron to get this record.
Get him,
That's all he care about. He don't care about them getting to the playoffs or nothing. Look at his last couple of press conferences. LeBum of old, we gonna turn it around. We gonna get into this play-in game now, or I'm not, we go out there and play our hardest. Gave it all, and we still come up short. That's because he care about his stats and catching up with Kareem.
Frap LeBron James. I want people to understand this. Frap is my friendly version of the F word in crap. All right. I'm tired of this dude, man. Like, okay, so he donated a whopping $41 million to help over 1,000 kids to college. So what? He's also paid 5,000 kids and their families from his hometown of Ohio to visit an amusement park. So the Frap what? That this guy everywhere he goes gets people's jobs and money and everything. So the Frap what? Like, I'm just tired of this dude, man. And matter of fact, I'm going after not only him, especially what's really got me is how he's not taking responsibility, one. Two, like, how dare you, like, spend all this time in the NBA, just to break some records? And it's not just him. I'm going after everybody. Frapping Udonis Haslem is daggum down there in Miami. He's still taking up a daggum roster seat. Frap him. LeBron James, that's his fault. Frapping John Stockton got some nerve playing daggum 19 seasons. Who the frap does he think he is? Just retire like Jordan at what, 13, 14 seasons? How long did Jordan play?
Well, I think it's like 11 or 12.
11 or 12?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could be wrong. I could be wrong. It wasn't. Like you might be right at 13. It wasn't under 11, and it wasn't over 13. So it's somewhere we in that range.
Right, man.
But that's my argument with people. If Jordan had stayed as long as LeBron, it wouldn't even be no Jordan and LeBron talk.
Yeah, man.
The record, everything would be smashed. It would be smashed.
Yeah.
LeBron is for himself. He can do all that talk. Oh, I look up to Mike and I look up to Kobe and all that. Man, you look up to LeBron. It's all about you. And that's why I'm not a fan about here. And finally, my guy, Mr. Gale.
Yeah, man. Oh, I ain't done. Reggie Frappin Miller, 18 seasons. Pat Better. Frappin John Stockton. Let's talk about Dirk Frappin Nowinski. Who the frap is he? 21 seasons? 21 seasons, Dirk. Get the frap out of here. I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan myself, but get the frap out of here. Rest in power, the late, great Kobe Bryant, but 20 seasons, bro. All you frapping patters out of here. You should be removed from the dadgum Hall of Fame. Right, Dean? Hello, Dean?
Hold on.
You got quiet on me.
I can't agree with you on all of them.
Wait, what are you talking about? No. Man, keep that energy. What are you talking about?
I love Reggie. I love
Reggie Miller. He's a stab patter, man.
I love Reggie though.
No, frap that. He got to go along with LeBron James.
He was the first light-skinned assassin before Curry.
No. Get him Reggie. The frap out of the Hall of Fame. He just passed.
I like Reggie.
He was in the look, bro. 18 frapping seasons, 19 seasons. Udonis Haslem. Get him the frap out of here. John Stockton out of the Hall of Fame. I don't want to hear nothing about Dirk Nowinski. I don't want to hear nothing about that Tim Duncan. All of y'all, take LeBron James frapping with you. Kobe Bryant, rest in power. It's tragic what happens. Get the frap out of here. 20 frapping seasons. I want all the dadgum stat patterns gone. They should be eliminated from the dadgum Hall of Fame.
All right, so I'm gonna come with you on this because I know we short for time. You said it about them NBA guys. What you got to say about Mr. Brady then?
All of them gotta go. Get the crap out of here. You should have done it in the same amount of time that's equivalent to Michael Jordan. If you didn't play exactly 15 seasons or the equivalent of 15 basketball seasons in the NFL, if you played past that, you're a dadgum stat pattern. He's gonna throw more touchdowns. Somebody spent on $500,000 on his last TD pass, and this fool is coming back. And I'm probably with the dadgum Dolphins before it's all said and done.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
y'all. No. We're talking about LeBron James right now. If you played 19 seasons, if you played 16 seasons or more, get the crap out. They should strip them from the Hall of Fame, take all their endorsements. Those guys should have to pay money. You should come back to the NBA and dadgum coach for dadgum free. I'm talking to you, dadgum John Havlicek, 16 seasons. Do it like Jordan. 15 is the cutoff from now on. Because, look, Broussard said the Bron Jordan debate is over because he did more in 15 seasons than LeBron James in 19. And I agree with him. I want everybody to go. I don't care how much money LeBron James makes the NBA every year just by simply existing. I don't care that he's waiting for his son to come on because that's going to make a lot of money for the NBA and get every NBA player a ridiculous contract. You got people getting paid $100 million and don't even start.
Don't even start. Let that sink in. Listen, getting $100 million.
Get LeBron James out of here. Get LeBron James the crap out of here. Right? Take Whiskey, take Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, John Stockton, Udonis Haslem's old do nothing self, Reggie Miller, that Manu Ginobili, who played 16 seasons, doing like Jordan, that gummit. And I know what people are going to say, oh, what about Bill Russell? He played 13 seasons and won more championships in 13 seasons than frapping LeBron and that Jordan combined. Frapping. Jordan's the GOAT. He's the frapping thing. You know what? I'm tired of this. He's got to go. Yeah, Kareem. Get the frap out of here, Kareem Abdul, whatever the frap your name is. You got to go. LeBron James, you got to go. Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, anybody who played more seasons than Jordan has got to be eliminated. I'm tired of this. I'm going to the other side. I don't care that he calls thousands of kids to get an education. He just did a deal. Let me tell you about this sorry dude, LeBron James, to try to distract us. He just did a deal with Akron University, and he's providing scholarships for a bunch of kids. Frap LeBron James. He's got to go. Take Kobe with you. Stat Patters must go.
Hey, to our audience out there, this is the most aggressive energy that you have seen and probably will see from Mr. Gales.
I can't defend this dude any longer.
I've been drilling it in his head for 2 years, people. For 2 years, he kept telling me, Dean, you're wrong. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not. He's good off the court. You're down in Black Fathers. Blah, 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 blah.
Right. And I apologize. Listen, I apologize.
Now he's seen what the hell I was talking about. Yes.
Dean.
Yes.
I apologize to you, Dean. I don't care that he actually makes the NBA like, I don't know, just by existing, he makes them like $2 extra billion just for him. His sales, his deals, even through Clutch Entertainment, right? All of this stuff. Frap that. I don't care about all that. I don't care that because he exists, that people who don't even start get $100 million contracts. I don't care that he's doing scholarships for kids. I don't care that he's literally lifting people out of poverty. Frap LeBron James because he played, so far, 4 more years or 4 more seasons than Jordan. If you played more than that 15 seasons, which the GOAT, period. No more discussion. I don't want to hear it ever again.
Watch what I tell you. Go. And I think I told you this over the phone. He started in Cleveland. Not really a big city.
Right.
But then he go to Miami. Big flashy city. Goes back to Cleveland. Not a big city. You go to the city, another big flashy city, Hollywood, Beverly Hills. You back in Los Angeles. He gonna force his way out of LA. And the only other city, and I've told people this and they argue with me, the last place where LeBron James will retire will be a New York Knicks, the city of all cities. I'm telling you, because LeBron wants that type of attention on him. He's gonna take his sorry ass over to New York and finish his career. You watch what I tell you. He'll wind up in a Knicks uniform. He's not gonna go to no other city. He ain't gonna go to no other team. LeBron wants the spotlight on him 24/7. That's why when he's sitting in the street clothes, the camera's over there on it. He's doing little antics so the camera be on him. That's why he in the warm-up line, like I said, and his son AU game dunking the basketball shit because he want all the time. He will be in New York.
LeBron James that literally people seeing him on camera doing all these antics that literally makes the people that you've never heard of money. Like, frap all that, man. It's time for him to retire. He's got to go. He's got to go.
The one thing, me and you were talking about this on one show a while back. That's your son time. But yet and still, you come, okay, you're going to get the attention anyway because you walk in the gym as LeBron James. Everybody, they go LeBron, the camera's going to be out on you. But you got to take the spotlight off your son. I'm going to go out here and get in a layup line and do some dunks. I'm going to go out here and shoot 3. That's your son time. It's the spotlight's on him. You in the NBA, you on TV 3 nights a fucking week, if not 4. And you always on ESPN. Excuse me. That one did slip out. I didn't even say that. But and you always on ESPN. LeBron is an attention seeker. Always have been. I don't care how many LeBron fans I piss off. You don't go to your son game when you the quote unquote best player in the world. Soon as you get out your car, soon as you walk into that gym, Everybody, oh, LeBron, they're going to take the cameras out. They're going to come and get your autograph. There's no need for you to get your ass out there on that damn court, get up in their layup line and do dunks and shoot threes. Why? You do it on a daily basis. This is what you get paid for.
Lee Sparkman, that's not what we're talking about, Lee Sparkman, that going. Today, we rip LeBron James. So what? He gets these bums who you've never heard of, $100 million contracts just virtually by him being in the league. So what? Everywhere he went, he actually creates jobs for poor people. So what? He's working with Akron University in order to frapping give kids who otherwise couldn't afford it an education. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about all the stat patterns, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should be gone from the Hall of Fame. All them seasons he's played. That the grandfather, Dirk Nowitzki, the late great Kobe Bryant. That's right, I said it. Kobe got to get out too. He played 20 seasons. That's 5 seasons more than Michael Jordan. Nope, no more of this pat status.
To our audience out there.
I don't care how much LeBron James makes everybody. I don't care how much he entertains. I don't care how much he brings people, because either people love him and watch him or hate him and watch him and buy tickets and daggum jerseys and shoes. I don't care about none of that. He's got to go. Michael Jordan is the definitive GOAT, period. I don't want to hear no more conversation. The daggum debate is over.
And to our audience out there, I'm not agreeing on Gales with the Kobe thing, because Kobe is my number 2.
Out. Kobe's got to go.
He's
a stat pattern. Is he not? He not?
He's no longer with us right here now, so I can't say.
May he rest in peace, but he's got to get out of the daggum Hall of Fame. Keep your statue. We will always talk well of him, but as far as the stat pattern, it's in. Because if we're going to talk about LeBron daggum James being a stat pattern who's playing better than Michael Jordan did when he was 37, who at this age where people are pushed out of the league, he's still outplaying people. He's still in the conversation. I want him gone. If we're taking LeBron James out, I want everybody. Where's that daggum list? Where's it at? Havlicek, gone. He played more than Jordan. Ginobili, gone. Reggie Miller, gone. John Stockton, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki,
I like Timmy.
And Kobe Bryant. All of y'all played more seasons than Jordan did. That means your stat pattern. That means you got to go. It don't matter that LeBron James has single-handedly changed the landscape and have given players power. No matter what they choose to do with it, daggum James Harden, Ben Simmons, no matter how they choose to use that power, he gave them that power just by existing. He's got to go. He's been here too long. And let's not even talk about his son. Oh, my God. This dude would not even be talked about as an NBA draft. But because LeBron James and his antics, now he's going to get in the NBA. Why? Because it's going to make everybody money. I'm talking LeBron James.
Dude,
all these antics.
You hit the nail.
Hang on, Dean. I'm ranting, that gummit. Read the rapping room, that gummit. I'm on your side. Let me rant, that gummit. Right. Frap that dude. Frap LeBron James and everybody like him. Frapping Curry, talking about his son, and now he gets frapping drafted. Now, get him out of here. Frapping nepotism.
Come on, man. You can't talk about Curry, man.
The Ball brothers, because they loud daddies. The loud daddy got out there and got them drafted way higher than they should have been.
He networked
anybody like that. LeBron goes, all of them got to go. And that's all I got that gonna say. Ain't no joke. I'm out.
Well, on that note, y'all have never seen Mr. Gales go off like that, and he's finally on my side about LeBron James. Hey.
I don't wear my mute button, that gum, another that gum thing. What? Oh, the producer's kicking me off. Anyway, I'm out.
Hey, man. Hey, look here. I usually end the show on a good note and try to bring us together. But since Gales ended on that rant and I was just laughing, that's what I want everybody to do this week.
Kobe Bryant played 20 seasons. Why is he stat padding?
Man, get his ass off. Get his ass off. Anyway, man, I'm gonna make this quick before he come back over here. Get yourself out this week and get some laughter.
Mono Ginobili. How dare you play more seasons than Jordan? How dare you take care of your body and last longer than Michael Frappin Jordan? Get him out.
Get out, get you some laughter, man. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. We'll catch y'all next week.